tell you a story. A story which hasn't been heard before. The story of children who died without you crying for them. The story of the land which was stolen from its citizens in front of your eyes without your care. The story of Palestine. 60 years ago, we lived in our homes and our land in an Arab state called Palestine. This was its name for thousands of years. We all lived in peace with our Arab neighbors, Muslims, Christians, and Jews. Our concern was the British occupation, and we only dreamed of independence. The occupation left our country after our people's resistance. But before they left, they gave the Balfour Declaration to the Jews of Europe to hand them over our land to build their Jewish state, without the attention of the original people of Palestine. The British occupation kept their promise. The Jews of Europe joined together and started to move to live in our land with the authority forces and weapons from the British occupation. We were simple people, peasants and poor. We have simple armies to defend our land. Thousands of us killed and driven out of our homes, which have been colonies, by the Jews. We fell victim to the massacres and repression and expulsion out of our land, which we named later by the Jewish occupation, Israel. We do not hate anyone. We only want to go back to our homes. Since 60 years ago, to this day, we resist the occupation. But the world looks to the shed of our blood with carelessness. Why do you want us to leave our land? For them to live in camps without a homeland. It is an honor to defend our land. Isn't it our right to protect our homeland, as it is your right to protect yours? All European Jews who live in Palestine immigrated from their original countries. Why don't they return to their countries? We are not terrorists, but we are resisting their occupation. You always make a judgment about us without hearing our voices and without the search for truth. Human rights and United Nations admit our right to defend our land and restore it. But the U.S. government uses their veto rights against us with the Israeli occupiers. Recent Israeli massacres were in Gaza. Because the resistance does not recognize the legitimacy of the state Israel, Gaza was imprisoned for 2 years. No electricity, no food or medicine. And many of us died of hunger and disease. As usual, people treat us with carelessness. But that's not it. In the beginning of the year 2009, Israel began its military operations in Gaza. For our extermination, hundreds were killed in a week and thousands wounded. Most of them are children. Our hospitals, homes, and schools destroyed. But we are still resisting and defending our land and rights. United Nations issued a resolution to stop Israeli military operations, but as usual, the US used their veto rights against us with the Israeli occupiers. I am a child who wants his home and land back. I want peace. Why do you want me to give up on the freedom of Palestine while people enjoy their Independence Day celebrating their freedom and dignity? 60 years have passed since the occupation of Palestine, and its name changing into Israel. You are helping the continuation of this crime. We are calling you to stop these crimes. Help us to get our freedom. We want justice.
We'll die for Palestine, Palestine, forever, Palestine.